the airplane expert and tour guide, Fernando J. Cabico.
They're putting out a new engine in Indiana. 658,
Yeah.
38 or 658 engines.
It was created in October 1956. It's 2 years older than Grandpa.
Wow.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's how huge that sucker is.
It is pretty big.
You see dirty up the smokes. Oh, it smokes so bad.
Oh.
So all that wing is all fuel.
Yeah.
Not all, but it's all fuel.
Did you used to just work on jets?
Yeah, so you take them all.
Did you ever work on bombers?
I was on a light attack squadron.
Yeah.
A-7E.
Did you choose your job?
No, I used to go out and it was just a jet
Oh.
power plant.
So the Navy chose your job?
Putting water test. When I went in.
Oh, you're
Because
ASVAB?
I knew I was now because I didn't know what I was doing at KCC, taking automotive mechanics. That's the kind of helicopter that they have used in Vietnam when they have down pilot and they go rescue.
Or casualties?
No, they go rescue them right there, down in the forest.
Okay.
They always pick them up. That's a different one.
But it's similar? No.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
This is an HH3. This is a CH-53.
Yeah.
See the engine? Look. See?
The engine at the top?
Yeah. See that?
Yeah.
This is a smaller engine.
That's a smaller engine.
But it's the same fuselage. The
Mm.
same body, but different engine, you see? They put it right in there.
So that
Not
one,
hanging out. Smaller engine.
so a small engine is more compact?
No, this is a smaller engine. It's not designed. That one can lift more. That's for the Marines.
Oh.
That's CH-53 and this is HH3. If you look at the back here, it says HH3 back here somewhere. So you can drop the hose and then pick up the down pilot. You see that? There's a little turbine right over there. You see that?
Where?
There. 8 knots.
Oh.
Okay. That's what I work on. To start the bigger one. Okay. See? There's that one right over there. A little turbine. Yeah, I can see it. It's the kind of work on in the shop. There
Yeah.
it is. That's the one that I work on to start that. What they call P58. Yeah. Look at that when I used to go. Those CH-53, those big ones, you go under the rotor head. You say, oh my god, how these things fly.
It's pretty cool though.
There's a fueling probe. Yes.
Fueling probe?
Yeah, that's who they connect to get fuel.
Yeah, there's a small plane.
Oh.
Heading. From the the airplane, and then they hook them up to get fuel.
Ah.
That's a fuel probe. They're always old. They want to replace that already.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to replace that already. Daddy. I've been in that. I had 4. When I was in 8th school, that's what they taught. How we were taught. What is this? This is an F-105. That's an F-105.
Mm.
There it is. That's an F-105.
Aye.
That's a Sky Raider. Yeah, Daddy.
Sky Raider?
Yeah, they were right. That's Sky Raider. This is the B-47.
Yeah. Libya.
And this B-47. And this is wow. They got one at San Diego.
They have that in San Diego?
Yeah, in the museum.
Oh.
Standing up over it like that.
Mm.
Oh, that's what saved America. Oh, wow. Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Very burger. Same thing on 75. They call them a 338 because they changed the name because they put double seat.
So if it was a single seat, what would it be?
F5.
Oh. Interesting.
38 is a trainer.
Yeah.
T means trainer. That's 38. That's what the Air Force used. It was way back in 1957 or 58. But it's still flying. So they would be the E3, the AWACS.
AWACS?
Yeah. So command control. So this was a radar. Wow. Wow.
What's wow?
Made in USA. Yeah. Nice brake line.
Mom.
Island rubber, tubeless. How many flies?
How many what?
How many flies?
I don't know. 4?
Probably sit about how many. Tubeless. How many pounds?
Mama, thank you.
With all pistons.
Oh, taking a picture in here. Why can this just fall on me?
I would hate to work on this thing. You see that?
It's as big as Teddy, or Teddy's big as it.
But I'm bigger than it.
This would be your steering.
For the,
Steering.
for like the people below, or?
No steering down at the bottom. They just push.
Grandpa, is that a rocket, Grandpa?
Dad,
Grandpa,
What?
he's talking to you.
he said,
Is
is
that a rocket?
that a rocket?
Oh yeah, that's a. Oh yeah, it's a rocket. I thought it was Pershing. But this.
Yeah. It says
Daddy.
USA Army.
Good job, Patrick. So these are Ally planes.
Yeah, these are F-18. They used to be. What happened is they
They what?
The newer. This is a new F-18.
Yeah. What do
There
you?
used to be a box right here where you push it and it gives you all the codes.
See what?
Wow.
The codes?
The codes of what needs to be done.
Oh look, there's
Now, see it here.
there's a bird's nest right. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, you see.
The code thing.
Where's the bird?
When you come in, you
Patrick, it's over there.
You gotta seriously.
Right there. Right there. Look. Over there.
Got an F-22 here.
2030.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
I saw this.
I used to help hang this guys. This guy's 300 gallons.
This is the fuel tank.
You used to put these on.
Yes, on the aircraft I worked on.
Oh.
300 gallons.
Hello,
You can become a tanker. Tanker.
touch.
Ah, here's a Sparrow missile. This is a Sparrow,
Sparrow. Oh wow.
and this is a side. This is a Sidewinder.
Oh, are you okay?
This is a Sidewinder.
So this is the kind of jets that you worked on in the Navy?
Well, and my helper is young, and he got one of this in the shop that he took.
The engine?
Yeah, this part right here. That's one of this. Because they said they used to replace them all the time, and they throw them away. One of this. One of this. This one.
Yeah.
These are the tail hook. I can't understand why they don't rip apart.
The tail hooks for the
Cable.
oh, to grab it.
Right.
Oh, so like the aircraft carriers.
That's all the shocks. The landing gear. Yeah, it's landing right on the freaking deck. That's it, dude. Freaking landing gear. All the pistons. Look at how big they are. And this is where we
That's a
tie
good
them
one.
up. The chain.
Yeah,
Right here.
on the aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Okay, but I got a
Tie 'em up
picture
right
now.
here.
To take more pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Watch out your head. Well, I'm sure.
Take a picture of the fly.
Watch your head, Patrick.
2500 PSI, 1850. Shoo.
Oh shucks.
And we used to walk around the carrier, and it is the tank not there, and the bomb rack we used to boom right on my forehead.
Ow.
Those things.
Hi. You should be a tour guide.
Pretty much. So I think F-15s are what was in RAF Lakenheath. F-15 Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you can imagine how hot that is. It's a straight
When
flame.
his time comes,
Yeah.
that's gonna be it.
His legacy.
You can imagine
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
titanium.
yeah. There you go.
It's all
Yeah.
titanium. The real engine is still in there. Eagle now. It's freaking hard to drill this thing.
No stat.
No push.
No push. No stat.
Look at that rod, you see? It's hollow. Gotta be light. Gotta withstand the freaking heat.
Mm.
Wow.
So if it was. Oh jeez.
Amazing, you know, fat, straight flame, man. The only thing you got is a jacket of cooling air.
Patrick, stop.
Here's the APU.
What is APU?
APU is an auxiliary power unit, the little engine that starts the big engine. The one I worked on, you know.
So that is the
engine.
little.
Yeah, here's the intake.
Oh my god.
Here's the intake. Like that.
Yeah.
And then the exhaust. And then that's how you start this big engine.
Oh.
A little turbine.
Oh. So you turn that one on first and then the bigger engines.
Yeah. Well, come
Oh.
on.
Did you work on these too?
Not an F-15.
Oh.
Canberra. There's a Canberra over there.
Move over there.
This will be the F-106. It will be President George Bush when he was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
This is the F-1. It's the same thing as the F-106. It's the same kind of jet as this.
What is that?
That's an F-4.
An F-4.
I used to fuel them.
Developed in the U.S. Navy in 1958
That's right.
and entered service in 1961. In 1963, the U.S. Air Force received a modified version of the Navy's F-4 called the F-4C. What is that?
This is a ground support equipment, and this is how you start this main engine. Here's the electrical power. This is the kind of stuff I work on.
So you would hook that up to the jets?
Yeah, to receive the generator.
So this is the generator for it?
Generator to hook them up
Uh-huh.
to the pilot. Can do his switching.
Hmm.
That's what we're making, electric.
Well, I mean, obviously you can't use it right now, Dad. Oh. So this is what Dad would operate in the Navy.
Yeah, it's a little generator.
Oh my. You're gonna open it up. I think he is.
Yeah, this is an old one. Way back when
Yeah.
Not heavy. 400 hertz. Open it up.
Wow.
15 volts. 400 hertz.
Okay. Oh,
See
there's
that?
a wheel in here right
It's
here.
only 60 kW.
There's a wheel right here.
15 kW, one phase.
I found a
28
wheel.
volt DC. Where's the 400 hertz? Ah, there it is. 400 hertz. Yes. Yep. 28 volts DC, 400 hertz.
So is that kind of like multi-use, so you can use it on all these jets?
Yeah. Over here.
Oh.
Door.
Patrick's opening it.
When you hook them up, you know.
You hook them up over here?
No, somewhere.
Oh.
Somewhere, I don't know where. I can't remember this F4 where it was. It's been a long time.
What is armament?
Armament? What your weapon carrying?
Oh.
What kind of weapon you're carrying?
Dad, what's this?
Oh.
Teddy.
In those,
Is he?
those FA-18. All this right here, because they got those new ones, it's all secretive.
Secretive.
The intake.
Oh, how to take it in?
Yeah, it's all secretive.
Mm.
Still. How the intake.
Oh. Okay.
Still secretive.
Theodore.
Class is classified.
Hello.
What is that, sir? Is that a Canberra?
That's a Canberra, yes sir.
Oh, I know.
B-57 Canberra.
I was in the Navy like
You're a squid, huh?
I work on jets too, so I don't know jets. It's okay. I'm
Oh,
a
thank you.
tour guide. I used to be in an air station and I used to do these things, fuel them.
What air station were you at?
I was in Lemoore, California.
Okay.
Up north, right?
Yeah. So
I was at El Toro.
El Toro, they tore down.
And I worked on those, the
Yeah,
Phantoms.
El Toro, you know the big hangar, caught on fire. You're setting it
No,
on
no,
fire.
no, you're thinking of Tustin.
Tustin,
Big
yeah.
hangar, Tustin.
Yeah.
That was the blimps.
Oh, the blimps?
Yeah.
Was that the recent one?
El Toro was totally different.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That was
There's one too
unfortunate.
in
Hey, stop.
Glenn, they're not going to be going into the airplane yet.
Thank you.
yeah, that one in San Jose.
Okay, put it down.
Moffitt Field. There's a
Moffitt Field?
yeah,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
civilian guy using it to blimp, making
Yeah.
blimp now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But no, that's what that was, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Tustin was where the well, actually, when I was there,
Yeah.
the hangars were still there, but
Yeah.
they had helicopters over there.
That's the one.
Are they?
That's the one that was
Oh.
on fire a couple weeks ago, right?
I guess I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in 61 or 66.
Oh.
So.
I was only 3 years
All right,
old.
I'm
Aw.
gonna okay, how about mobile?
Arm?
Armo.
That's gonna be our next Osprey pilot.
Here we are.
Oh, Bubba's. Oh, and don't hit him. I'm sorry.
I was taking helicopter when they first started coming out in Lemoore.
Who else flies the F-18?
What?
Who else flies the F-18?
What Navy? Oh, all out of the country.
Maybe in the Marine Corps.
Oh yeah,
and a
the
whole bunch of
Swedish.
others.
All that. Oh yeah.
But these Air Force guys just
Okay,
say
yes.
the
That's the
Canadians.
blue
The
one.
Indian. No, the Indians want that
Yep.
too. It's too
Which one?
expensive.
No,
Oh, is it? Daddy,
same model.
Dad,
Oh.
is that
Enjoy the walk around.
Thank you, sir.
is that the same plane that they
Were
use
you
for
a
the
pilot?
Wait.
The blue engine.
Aircraft electrician.
Oh, that was a name.
On the electronics.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Dad.
Huh?
Julian has a question for you.
What?
That plane, is that the same plane that they use for the Blue Angels?
Yes,
Oh, look at you.
it's the same thing.
Did you read it on there or did you just know?
Because it has the model. And it looks like
Yeah,
my
it's the
model.
same thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you got one, right?
Maybe Julian should be a jet mechanic too.
No, she's gonna be a pilot.
Oh, yeah, he could be.
This thing is see way up in the air. The radar is looking down, and whatever flying or any kind of metal
Mm-hmm.
out in the ocean, we can detect it.
Oh.
This guy.
So that'd be
So,
more like a
any
search and
kind-
rescue.
No, it's command center. They can see
Oh.
like about maybe 500 radius. They can see what's below, what's flying.
Oh.
When you say EB, electronic So meaning it was designed to go and jam electronic devices.
Oh.
I love that.
I think this is EB.
The missiles.
Electronic bomber. Australia.
So this is what you would use to load the planes, or
You launch it.
oh, you would launch it.
Launch those things.
Oh.
Get hooked up to a trailer. A trailer for your radar and all that.
Mm.
Bunch of connections there. And it's just a trailer. Here we are. Here's the connections.
It's okay. That's all right. We have our own tour guide. Hello.
Now this is the old one.
Old one.
When I was in the squadron,
Yeah.
we had one Air Force guy, a pilot, who was the only one walking around on the carrier.
So what's this plane?
When he got done with the Navy, he went back to it. He was in the Air Force National Guard.
This is the T-33 that you're talking about at the academy.
The same thing on 75. And one of those, and he lost. He got lost out. It's never came back. It was the very first jet the Air Force had.
Really? Doesn't really
One of
look
the
like a
very
jet.
first ones.
Daddy.
If you have any questions, give me a holler.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Oh.
What you do? What are you? What military was?
Daddy.
What did you do in the military?
What they do in the military? Well, I started by flying this airplane.
Oh, you're
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean I was in the
I
squadron.
heard you had for derogatory remarks.
Oh, you finally did that?
Yeah.
What are you, J65?
Yeah.
J33? I was
Centrifugal engine.
Yeah.
Good airplane.
Oh,
Yeah.
now it's all the flame tubes is all.
No.
Oh my! You can even all this. The
What do you know
power
about
plant.
engines? How?
I'm a jet engine.
You're a jet
On a
engine?
power plant.
Oh, okay. On what kind of airplane?
I was on an A7E and a UH-1N, and
Oh, really?
I'm now working for a civilian, and then everything turning to electric now. Even
Well,
the
not
start
everything,
car,
but-
the start car, we're turning it to
Yeah.
a electrically driven compressor now.
Yeah, they're running. Yeah.
Probably
They're-
did.
They're actually flying
Patrick?
a small, like regional aircraft that is electric powered.
The
Right.
But the J-33 was a good air engine.
yeah, the
Very
camera
old.
died.
Very
I didn't really
reliable.
charge it that much.
Very old.
How many
man.
thousand pounds is that?
Oh, I don't know. Not much.
Oh, there you go.
Not much.
But I can't believe that you can go 525 with that thing, man.
5,000.
Yeah, we had an Air Force guy. I was on an aircraft carrier at Attack Squadron A7E,
Yeah.
Patrick, stop.
and he was the only Air Force guy.
Okay. How did he do?
And he got he did good. But
Oh,
then
very
when he got done with the squadron, went back to Air National Guard. He flew one of those and never came back.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A7E. Let's see.
yeah.
Who is
Of course,
E?
there are two.
Who is E? What company?
Bought Limtinko.
Oh,
War
okay.
Both called
Okay.
BOGTH.
Yeah, the
F8.
yeah.
The
I
F8.
was I was
same
in the Air
thing.
Defense Command. So I flew 3 of the airplanes we have here.
Oh yeah, the F8.
This one,
Theodore.
F-89 in the middle over
Ready?
there, and the 102 over by the car.
Yeah. So what other airplanes you flew, sir? Fighters.
Maybe here.
Well, the F-89,
F-89.
the F-102.
F-102.
Yeah, I love that airplane. That was a great airplane.
No F-104s?
No,
Oh my God,
And
it would
then
have
I-
been a blast.
yeah, but it wasn't a good airplane for a weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Speed.
If you, yeah, it was very fast.
Yeah, of
But it
course.
took 3 states to turn.
Well,
So
that's it.
if you went by somebody,
See?
you know, he'd be over there and you'd still.
What was your
you know,
grandpa?
wouldn't it?
You could have been a jockey
What
anchor
did
trying
he
to
do?
go all the way up and come back. See how
Dad.
you can recover.
What did your grandpa
F4
do?
was fast,
Yeah, it's the same engine.
but yeah, we had the J-57.
79.
J57 when we started.
J-57, yes,
On
yes.
the 102.
Right, it's the same thing they use on
On
the
the
speed.
89, we had,
Probably J-79.
I can
no,
do
no,
flash.
no, it was way before
I
that.
got
Before that?
Yeah, it was,
J-65.
it was about 8,000 pounds of thrust.
Oh my God! You were pushing airplanes that
Yeah, it was,
smoking.
okay,
Smoking.
okay, okay. The 89, which-
Smoky, huh?
the 89, no, the F4 is the smoky.
Oh yes, I know that.
But
Yes,
the one in the middle there,
yes.
it was an interceptor against Russian bombers.
Okay.
Wow.
But our B-47, you know what the B-47
Yeah,
is?
the
It's a
B-47.
beautiful airplane.
Yes.
It could outfly the fighter.
Yes.
Oh,
In
wow.
fact, if we ever got behind it, we'd never catch it. And it could fly higher than we could. So it was,
Who was that?
Wow.
That star on that show. What the hell is B-47?
B-47 was a beautiful
Oh
airplane.
yeah, so that's before the B-52.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
And we couldn't catch it. So what we had to do was make quartering head-on attacks
Uh-huh.
where you're closing in at about 800 miles an hour.
Jesus.
And then you would fire the rockets
Yeah.
when you're within 2 miles of him.
That's
Yes.
before radars and all that.
Well, we had the radars, but the rocket range was only 2 miles.
That's all.
So here you're closing 800 miles an hour, and you have to be inside, well, it was about 8 seconds to impact
Oh, wow.
when you fired, and then you'd have to break away.
Break away.
It was
Wow.
a terrible mission. And
Oh, wow.
Nothing like that Tomcat. You can do 5 in how many miles away?
yeah, right. Tomcat was a good airplane.
That
It
is
was too big for a carrier, but it was a good airplane.
Oh yeah.
Did I
that was
do-
on
The wings over the Rockies have a Tomcat.
I think I had to do
Are you familiar
a
with that museum?
presentation.
No.
Where are you guys from?
Well, I'm stationed at the Air Force Academy. We're from California, though.
I'm from San Diego.
Yeah.
We're still producing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 connections with San Diego.
San Diego.
Oh, okay,
Tell
good.
me about San Diego.
One of the options I had
Yeah.
was to I was at the Air Force Academy, either stay at the academy
Okay.
or go to my squadron in Minnesota in the Air Force, which was first squadron to get 102s, or go to the Navy Air Defense Squadron, the only one that the Navy had in the Air Defense Command, and they had
Oh.
A4Ds.
A4, like
Yeah.
J-52s.
Yeah, well, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what
the
that
engine.
but it was a good Delta
yes.
wing.
Oh yes.
Delta wing, high performance.
Yes.
It was a great squadron. But I went to Minnesota with the 102s.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, that was my connection with the Navy squadron down there.
A4s.
Now the Convair at San Diego built the 102s.
Right.
So we used
in
to
the
go-
106.
Yes, we would go down to San Diego and
So-
pick up a new airplane and then fly it up to Minnesota.
You get the best
What do you do
job,
at the
but-
Air Force Academy?
I'm a medical technician.
A what?
A medical technician.
Medical technician.
So I don't know anything about planes. He's my tour guide.
What do you know about the Air Force Academy?
It was
How
Was
long
it
have you
built?
been there?
2017.
2017.
I've been there for a very long time.
Okay.
It's well, we got lucky because we got here before they shut down the cadet chapel for renovations. Yeah.
Tell me.
Were you in it? Oh,
No.
you saw the chapel inside.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Did you know that that the rain gutters in the chapel
Was
were
over.
inside?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
And
that makes
they had
sense.
run out of money when they were building it.
Uh huh.
And so they had to do a number of things which were shortcuts.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
they did not do a good job of rain protection. And
Yes.
so they had to actually deassemble the whole academy down to the foundation
Oh.
and then restart it. And
Yeah.
So they're predicting 2027 before they'll be open again.
Wow. Because it was supposed to be just a 4-year renovation, and then they went in and it
it's
got.
going like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was beautiful inside.
Yeah.
The chapel. But
Give me this.
yeah, I was.
Yeah. Were
Where
you a
did the
cadet?
academy start?
When did it? Where or when?
When and where?
I'm not sure where. I want to say like it was around the 1960s that it was created.
It's close.
Or is it 1958?
Close. The Air Force Academy started when Eisenhower signed the legislation establishing it in 1954. And it started the first cadets in July of 55 in Denver.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, the academy wasn't.
It
When
wasn't
they started the
created.
academy, Colorado Springs had not even been selected yet.
Oh, interesting.
And one of the things two things that might be interesting to you, particularly your background, the city of Colorado Springs bought a whole bunch of ranches out in that area
Yeah.
and donated it or gave it to the government
Yeah.
before the selection had occurred.
I do remember hearing that because there's I think the superintendent's house was already there before.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And I think because I have a friend who's his enlisted aide, and she said that the superintendent's house was there before, and it was belonging to the high school, but then they gave it to the superintendent.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty interesting house too.
Okay. You've been up on the terrazzo level?
Yes.
Okay. Think about this.
Ready?
General Harmon was called the father of the Air Force Academy.
Yeah.
He had been pushing an Air Force Academy for many, many years. And after the selection, and the construction had started here, but up at the terrazzo level, it was just a range. I mean,
Right.
there were no buildings or anything.
Right.
And he was talking to the local director for the company based in New York City that was designing and building the academy.
Oh, okay.
And General Harmon was standing looking out over the forest, and the only thing out there was a couple of bulldozers.
Yeah.
And he said to the guy who was representing the architectural company, "This will look so wonderful in Spanish territorial architecture."
Interesting.
And the representative of the company turned white. And he, as soon as he got outside of the hearing range for Harmon, he called back to New York and he said, "We got a problem."
Oh.
How old are you, sir?
How old?
Yeah.
92.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Whoa, I got an 89-year-old pushing my butt into engineering, okay?
You're
Yeah.
an 89-year-old?
No! I got an
He's
89
60.
89 years old.
He's almost
Yes,
65.
engineer, you know, he owned the company, pushing my head.
Okay.
And working on this freaking turbine, you know, get them running.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, what
I'll tell you another story about
Are you
it.
on that general? Like,
no,
what is
no.
that star on that wing?
That's command pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Man, pilot.
Still kicking,
Okay.
too.
One thing about an engine that you may or may not know.
Yeah.
You know the 777?
Yeah.
has a
The one with
totally-
the extra, yeah.
Yeah, totally different engine. No other aircraft has it.
Right, okay, yeah.
Boeing was betting the farm
Sorry.
on the 777. And they had a tight schedule. And the schedule called for the first flight of the 777 to have the first flight of the new engines. Again, no other aircraft, no other airliner has the same engines
Okay.
as the 777. It was a totally different
Right.
aircraft.
25,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, but think about
Wow.
this. First flight of an aircraft and the first flight of the two engines.
That's terrifying.
Okay. The engineers talking to Mural, who was the manager of the 777 for Boeing, told him that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
We should not have the first flight of the aircraft and the engines at the same time.
Yeah.
So what they did was they put the new engine, took off one of the engines on the 747, which is 4 engines. Right? They replaced one of the 4 engines with the new engine.
Oh, okay.
and it blew on the first flight.
Ooh. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Can you imagine what would have happened to Boeing?
Yeah, that would have been bad.
First flight of this new aircraft would have.
It would have been.
It would have bankrupted the company, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But in any case, they just had in Denver. They had a problem with one of those engines.
That's right. It was here. It happened here.
Yeah, it was. They
Is that
were on a
recently?
flight to Hawaii,
Yeah.
and they had just taken off, and the engine
It
blew.
happened here.
And they
You have to
grounded
grow it.
all
It's the
that
flower.
model, 777.
777, like what's it? Japan Airline. They didn't want anything to do with the Pratt and Whitney that engine.
Yeah,
For a little while.
yeah.
Until they got the new engine, the new engine on the Neo now.
Yeah.
You know, they call them TGF.
Yeah, they're having problems with that.
Oh, the Neo, yes,
The Airbus.
yes, the Airbus, yes, the Pratt and Whitney.
Yeah,
Yeah, TGF, what is it? Turbo geared fan. What is it? Well, it's like a propeller.
Yeah.
All that is they gear it down,
yeah.
but they put more power in it somehow. Maybe the gearbox.
Yeah.
And Rolls-Royce just built one that can handle 87,000 horsepower. A ring gear in a gear. Oh my God! How can you? 87,000 pounds.
Yeah, the 380. I don't know what the 380 engines produce, but
Yeah, they're small. They're not. They're under. They're like 85,000 or less
that's still a lot.
per engine.
Yeah,
Well, the 777 is 115,
yeah. Well, okay.
125. You can imagine that,
Anyway, all right.
man. That's it.
Yeah.
Any questions about what we have here in the museum? We got
So
some-
when was the HUD came out? What year was the HUD came out? The head-up display. Then when did you start using the HUD?
the HUD?
Head-up display. You know.
Oh, the heads-up display?
Have you used that?
Yeah, but it was
Is it hot?
the one I had was a
Take it
very
off.
elementary one.
Take off your
It just
jacket.
had.
That's right.
Okay.
Look at all the windshield right now. You see that flat face?
Water.
You
Daddy.
see the
No,
flat
the
area?
102. It's over by the club.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, the plane on the stick?
windscreens like this,
It doesn't have the.
and you have a screen down the middle
Oh yeah.
to split your eyes, so that when you're looking at it, one eye is looking on this side of the canopy, the nose area,
Yeah.
and this eye is looking over the other side.
Yeah.
There's a screen coming right down the middle. So it had a hard
Oh.
time having a heads-up display.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
Yeah, that is why they put the.
Like you have, so the plane on the stick.
The way the shape. They give you the.
Oh, look, it's a flight.
That's on its first flight in 48. This is an old station.
Yeah.
Looking at the life flight.
40 countries use that airplane.
Wow. That's the
F-104 is my best. No, you should see the leading edge. You should do the leading edge. Come on, the leading edge. Oh my knife! It's a knife.
Yes. Okay.
It's a knife.
In Denver, they have Wings Over the Rockies Museum.
Okay.
A great museum.
Yeah.
Wings of the
They have a
Rockies.
Tomcat. They have a 104. They have a 102.
Uh-huh.
They have several Navy aircraft.
Yeah.
They have a 105. They have a
Maybe we'll
100.
do that on Saturday.
100 engine was terrible. That kept blowing up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you an interesting thing about an engine
Okay.
on the 102.
Okay.
It wasn't really the engine. It was, every aircraft has a hydraulic
You okay?
system,
Mm-hmm.
and every aircraft has a alternator or generator system.
Right.
That's his expertise.
Well, Sunstrand, Sunstrand.
Oh yeah, that's what the APU Sunstrand.
Okay.
They do all the
Sunstrand.
hydraulic systems.
Yeah, Sunstrand for the 102 built the hydraulic and electrical generating system as one component.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they used a synthetic fluid that tended to eat out the grommets.
Oh, the grommet. Oh yeah. I had to watch all those engine oil I'm using because in the engine oil it says do not make even the O-rings way back then. They're not compatible.
Well,
they dissolve those O-rings back then.
Hi,
Well, when we
Theodore.
started flying the 102,
Hi, Pete.
we had to do it on the prefix.
Oh, far.
we had to get out our watch and count the number of drops coming down.
Oh.
And if it was less than some number, like 5 per minute, it was leakage.
What?
No, it was seepage. It
Seepage.
was seepage. If it was more than that,
Then it's
it was a
leakage.
leak, and you aborted the aircraft. But, okay,
That's still terrifying.
think about this. We had a master warning system in the aircraft, and if you got a warning that the AC power system had failed, okay,
Teddy.
AC power system has failed, the immediate action was to pull out.
Oh.
Oh, okay, pull out.
Because.
Okay.
Because the AC power and the hydraulic flight controls were the same. And so if you were failing the AC power system, you probably are failing the flight control system. So what you had to do while you pulled up was you had to reduce your airspeed so the ram air turbine, which is a little spinning thing, you don't have one there.
No.
The ram air turbine was inside the fuselage, and you could deploy it and go out in the airstream and spin up and provide you flight control.
Oh.
So AC power said pull up so that you reduce the speed. So when you deployed the ram air turbine called RAT, you wouldn't blow it off if you were going too fast.
Oh, okay.
But that was a terrible system. Sunstrand. I had my wife's cousin, my wife's uncle, worked for Sunstrand in Illinois.
Rockford, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rockford. And so I always used to hassle him about
Oh.
what did Sunstrand do with this?
Oh, yeah. They do all the hydraulic systems.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then they became also Sunstrand acquired the APU, which is the
No, I stopped recording.
you know, the bleed air and all that. That's what I work on. So.
I went to the military academy at West Point.
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to go in
West Point.
I was going to go in the army. I
Okay.
didn't like the army at all.
Did you do academy
And I was
transition?
planning to go in the army and go in the signal corps and get out in 3 years. Okay.
That happens to the best of us.
But during that time frame, because the Air Force Academy wasn't graduating people yet,
Back then.
25% of both Annapolis and West Point had to go in the Air Force by quota.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. And so, as a result of the people having to go in the Air Force, on the summer trips, we would go to all the Army bases, and we also went to an Air Force base.
Okay.
And I got a 30-minute ride in the T-33. And I said, this is what I want to do. And I am not flying anymore, but I flew for 55 years.
Wow.
I really had a life-changing experience in that airplane. 30 minutes in that airplane.
And you changed minds.
I've flown many, many aircraft.
Look at all those fuel caps, see? It's going on the Dodge Ram. Where you feel the fuel, you see that?
So anyway,
A Dodge Ram.
this airplane has a particular meaning for me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I probably have 600-700 hours in that airplane.
Wow.
Because it was good liaison airplane. You know, you could like we were stationed in Denver or wherever, and you could go out for 750 miles in 2.5 hours, refuel and come back.
Oh, wow.
So you could go to a meeting in a huge part of the U.S., spend the day in the meeting, and then come back.
Wow.
So it was a great, after the training part of it,
Yeah.
it was a great liaison aircraft, and almost every base had a couple of these.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's a cool airplane.
Yeah, it was. A very reliable airplane, very easy to fly. Yeah, it was kind of a fun airplane.
Single stage centrifugal compressor wheel.
He's in the
It had a
bushes.
compressor wheel. It's a centrifugal engine.
Centrifugal compressor wheel.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Okay,
what that.
you gotta
But
know,
thank
I'm
you.
waiting for my other tour.
One of the first president plane.
This is the first presidential plane.
This kind. The first one, airplane.
Constellation.